Is this an off-season April Fool's joke? No, it's an episode of Patched. My name is Paul James, and today I'm joined by Damo Camilleri and Matt Phillips.
That's December.
I'm so confused.
So that, if you haven't gathered, that was a Diablo BlizzCon reference.
Oh,
there.
right.
It's because we're talking about the...
Is it coming to PC?
I mean, just on phones, mate.
Oh,
You're going to have to cry.
Is there one of...
We're talking about a bigger picture thing, but it kind of, I guess, maybe that might be part of our focus. The recent BlizzCon Diablo Immortal situation and the overall topic of, are gamers entitled? Yes.
To a point. To a point.
Okay, so some context. There's a very well publicised BlizzCon scenario, which I think we all know very well, I think, at this point.
Yes.
If you follow Player 2 content, you saw me do an insider episode about it somewhat recently. Go check that out. Plug. And essentially, Blizzard fans were pretty, and Diablo fans specifically, were pretty pissed about the next Diablo game being a mobile game. That's in spite of the fact that Diablo 4 is in development and is going pretty well from what I've learned from Jason Schreier. But anyway. And then another... Well, no, I don't know him personally. That'd be nice.
So we got up for beers and caviar.
Him and I both know about games that haven't been announced yet. Maybe I'll talk about it in an episode this month. Maybe I won't.
Or is this like
Probably
clickbait?
If it was clickbait, Paul would just be like, games. I'll tell
soon,
you. I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you guys off camera. So we'll know about it in like a week and a bit. You can work out timelines, but I don't know when this is going live. So I've got ideas, but no, it's probably it'll already be announced by then. So bad luck, sorry. Can you believe that this is going up afterwards? Yes. Can you believe that SMG, the team who did Death Squared, announced a game that is a Overcooked style experience?
Are you promoting the kind of funny?
The kind of funny game showcase is where that's getting announced, but also secondary, by the way. Oh yeah, there's a little hint. It's happening at the kind of funny game show.
This is their holder.
I got stuck halfway. I was going to go have a sip, and then I thought I'll spill the beans. Yeah. Go! Awesome game. Go check it out.
You better hope they don't delay it by a week.
They better not delay it. I've got it on fairly good authority. The trailer's locked and ready to go. But anyway,
I don't know.
So our game is entitled. There's the Diablo situation. There is the recent review bombing of Shadow of the Tomb Raider because Square Enix had the gall 3 weeks after the release of the game to put it on sale on PC. So like, no, fuck this. They review bombed it on Metacritic. They being angry fans. Where's the line? Have things gone too far? Where are we at?
It's a bit extreme to call people extremist. The problem is
given action.
It's a problem, yeah, because you put 1,000 people in a room, you're going to find at least one dickhead, but
who wants to get up there?
Unfortunately, it's more likely that you're going to find 100 dickheads.
So it's just that 10%. It's always that 10%.
They're very vocal, man. They're very vocal. And that's the problem. Like, you know, everyone's like, oh, yeah, new Diablo's coming out on the phone. I'm going to get on my fucking phone that I keep on me all the time.
Did either of you two look at it and think that was okay?
What?
That game looks okay? Because I did.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's not a Diablo 4. Like, it's, if you look at it for what it is. Yeah. But I looked and go, I could have fun with it.
Okay.
But I'm also a ride or die Pokemon Go player.
So here's the thing, though, right?
He scratches their gun, you fucking idiot. What are you doing?
It's one of those things where probably not the best place to make an announcement like that. Like, hey, our big thing is fucking elephants flying and cannons being shot, and it's like, oh, mobile game, and everyone's like, oh, no.
Almost
and then they turn around and go, but you all have mobile phones, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a fair point.
It is one of those things, but it's like, it's not made 100% by
delivered it poorly.
thing. Yeah.
They should have done it early in the conference. If they had
definitely.
And then save the Warcraft remaster for last.
Oh, God.
That would have been easy.
God.
It was
so good.
It was a mistake by them the way they did it.
Yeah.
It didn't warrant the fan response.
No, but I mean, at the same time, look at the backlash about anybody that knew nothing about Infinity Wars and Thanos clicking his fingers, or look at spoilers.
I still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, good on you. look at the backlash of
he loves his Nintendo Switch.
He does.
He loves his Nintendo Switch.
Could you say like Batman? Ben Affleck is Batman.
Yeah, fans backlash against that, and then the trailer comes out, people went silent.
And Heath
And then
Ledger
two.
as the Joker when he
actually,
people
were
went absolutely nuts at it. Like, they were pissed off, and look what
I've
happened.
got 10 things I hate about you, cockhead. And then it turned
Look
out
at
the movie
that.
was pretty good.
And he was as well.
Pretty
Exactly,
good.
it was pretty
Little
good.
known movie,
You know,
The Dark Knight. It was alright.
You go into movies, people whinge about things because they could have done this and they could have done that, and it's like
Last Jedi.
you could have done that. Star Wars
Yeah.
is a prime example of at the moment.
People keep going back to the original ones. You just go, let that go.
You know what? It's like, J.J. Abrams did the classic thing of, hey, here's a reboot of a series that some of you are now starting to hate, some of you like, some of you have never watched anything Star Wars. So here's the perfect blend of nostalgia and new. Here's new characters, but with familiar themes.
Gears of War 4.
Oh, no, this is a shame. It's just another Death Star story. This is dumb. It's like,
Did they remember those things called the prequels?
Yeah,
they very short
look what
memories?
happened when they went off topic, yeah.
But it's like, oh, give it to George Lucas. But did you see what he did with the prequels?
did you know that he wanted to destroy the original trilogy?
Yeah, see?
Did anyone know about that? Go to a different episode.
You watch
I
it,
rant
you
about
probably
that.
know a bit about it. But
So the problem is that in the gamer society is that it's the same as in the movies. Like, it's the idiots that speak up, but it's the people that don't really have a problem with it that don't speak up.
Yeah.
So that, there's 100 people yelling about it, but there's 900 people sitting there going, I mean, yeah, it kind of blew that, that was the big announcement, but, I mean, I'd play it. Like, something to do at the train station. We all have, 90% of people have powerful phones in their pockets or tablets or things. Imagine playing that on the new
10% that don't
iPad.
don't care about
the
Diablo
new
anymore.
iPad Pro, which looks phenomenal. Apple. It looks amazing. I would play it on
this
that
same
if I
guy
had
gave
it.
me a hard time about getting a new iPhone.
Hey, if I don't pay
Pixel
for
phone.
it doesn't count.
Thanks, Razer.
But would you get a Razer phone?
I got
these are
Razer,
headphones. Those good ones.
those big green, beautiful headphones. I'm going to have to promote them now.
Okay.
'Cause Razer did-
But
Keep going.
it's not that people are entitled. It's a small percentage of people that are entitled because it's not what they wanted. And it's the same as anything. You go to McDonald's and it's like, what? No McRibwich or whatever they call it, the thing. No Szechuan sauce, like the Rick and Morty thing. The guy that jumped on top of the counter and had a fit. Like, it's not everyone.
Well, this is a really dumb thing. Shapes.
Oh, the shapes fiasco.
Yeah.
It was like,
the new
this is
flavour
the thing.
shapes,
yeah.
And they were bad, but I didn't complain. I was like, oh, whatever,
They're
you're
shapes.
trying a new
Who
thing.
cares?
Who gives a shit?
People,
I'm not
yeah,
a big
there's-
fan of the
people-
shapes. They're shapes to me.
I think
But
what people forget, and then, it happens in gaming, but you're right in what you're talking about with these other industries or whatever the scenario may be, is that they feel like they have some sort of ownership over the company responsible. No, you don't. Do you own shares in them? No. Shut up. You get what you get. If you don't like this new flavour shapes, don't buy it. If you don't like what you're seeing from Diablo Immortal, don't. It'll be free to play, I'm guessing. Don't download it.
or if you did like the previous 10 games that they made, don't buy it. Like me with 2K. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, you've made
Exactly.
your decision
Now,
because there's things that they're doing you don't like. So
It's the same thing every time, no matter
you-
what. But
you don't need to then scream and shout on the internet as to how horrible these people
And-
are. Or
don't take it out on the developers.
yeah,
No,
that's the problem.
Developers, actors, directors, anybody a part of the project is not their fault.
Well,
they
they're-
get told what to do by someone else.
they're part of it, but yes.
Yeah, but it's
you're
not.
right. Well, at the end of the
You've
day-
got to make a wage, man. And if your boss comes around to you and says,
make a
"Boy,
mobile game."
I want you to stop teaching maths and start teaching new maths," and you
I'll
go,
go back to my last place.
"Oh, well, okay."
New maths.
Or
1 plus 1 equals a window.
Go back to Coke Classic. Holy Wars.
I mean, like for the sake of the Diablo thing, the guy presenting
Yeah.
was one of the heads of the studio.
Yeah.
But at the same time, regardless of all that, like you got to show a bit of respect for him.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude that's there, he works for Blizzard. He's created for the Diablo fans that were there some of their favourite games of all time, and yet what you're just going to get up there and be a cockhead to him and boo and whatever.
it's one game.
And Diablo 4 is coming.
Yeah.
And of all the other games they made, StarCraft, World of Warcraft,
Warcraft.
was it
StarCraft.
Overwatch? Yeah,
Overwatch.
StarCraft.
Hearthstone.
Overwatch.
Hang
Hearthstone.
on, actually, yeah, Hearthstone's a mobile game,
Yeah.
and they're not complaining.
No, but it wasn't originally.
But
It wasn't originally,
it wasn't a Diablo from a PC
Let's
to
be
a
real.
mobile.
Probably the
that's
majority of
it.
those people are playing Hearthstone mobile now because it's convenient. They
Well,
can play it
look
on the
at
road.
Netflix at the moment. Netflix is viewed more on mobile devices now than it is on TVs.
It's almost caught up to Pornhub's percentage rating.
I don't get it. You're going to complain. You're going to complain about something, but this CEO has obviously looked at the market and gone, there is an untapped thing for us. We've already got Hearthstone. What's the biggie about this? Obviously, we've said it. The wrong placement.
Yeah,
sure.
the timing was poor. That was all.
But
let a few marketing heads roll if that's what you need to do, because they made
and I mean, I know that,
but not the people
as Blizzard as a studio, they've always been the revolutionary kind of thing, testing waters and changing and like creating these beautiful things. And this just doesn't seem right 100%. Like it's going to be put on top of another game that's already established. So there's already the game that the company is making. This Chinese studio. They're just getting the Blizzard assets over top of the game that's already in existence. I mean, I get it.
To cycle back to a franchise I like, or the game I like, Pokemon Go is exactly that. It did it to Ingress. There's a Harry Potter version of it coming. That's a skin of Pokemon Go / Ingress.
Then there was
people do that thing all the time.
But then there was a Mario game on mobile as well.
Mario Run.
Hitman, Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
No one complained about that.
But still, it's what we've kind of cycled back to with that scenario. Is Blizzard stuffed up their marketing.
Yeah.
The way they structured the conference was
But it's these people that are yelling and screaming like children. This is the problem,
Half of them will buy it.
Pardon?
Half of them will buy it.
More than half. It's the same with Macca's rocks up into your town. I don't want Macca's here. Give my child a job. Blah, 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 blah. You're going to consume it because you're going to be curious. You know it's coming from Blizzard, so there's going to be some story in there that you're going to be like, and some cutscenes that you're going to be like,
There's a large portion of the gaming community, not all, and you guys on the other end of the camera, you're the good sort, you're fine.
Yeah,
there's a large portion of the gaming community out there that do not have the balls to follow through on what it is they're saying.
Yeah.
I will not buy this thing, but let's say we spoke about...
I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 2, because I was straight up said, I'm not buying another Call of Duty game. I haven't. In
an episode, a Patreon episode that's coming up, you talk about your dislike of Mass Effect. Andromeda. Sorry.
Andromeda, not the series.
If a new game comes along, let's say it's not Andromeda 2 for the sake of it, it's just another new Mass Effect, do you think you'd probably buy it?
Yeah. Because it's just... That Andromeda was just a one-off bad one.
Yeah.
I can understand that. Because you look at their history...
And if you check out that Patreon episode, you vent your spleen a bit about it, you were not happy with it, but you're going to sit back and you're going to make an educated opinion afterwards.
But if you look at BioWare's history of games...
Educated opinion.
Yeah.
You don't just scream into the ether.
BioWare's history of games are great.
Yes.
It's just they just had one bad game. That's it.
Exactly. And it wasn't like it was like...
I mean, it'll stop you buying Anthem, but that's a different scenario for you.
That's different. I think that's a bit more because of the whole co-op. The whole co-op thing, but that's not... that online co-op stuff's not my thing, so I'm not okay with that. But they said, we're doing a new Mass Effect series. I'll be interested.
Okay, done.
Play 2 players?
Yeah. I know how to make it work. It's alright, we
got the audio figured out.
Look, I get you.
The Tomb Raider one, like...
So what happened to the Tomb Raider one?
You bought your game, you enjoyed it, and then they put it on sale because the sales numbers weren't quite what Square Enix wanted them to be. So they've just dropped the price to get more people in the door.
Didn't it come out the same?
It was a sale. It wasn't a permanent price drop. It was like 30% off.
How dare that happen?
And then it went on sale in a deeper amount for Black Friday.
It was on PC, but aren't most PC games cheaper than console games?
Typically.
So 30% is probably going to be...
There's so many things wrong with that scenario, but people review bombed it anyway. There's this outrage culture that's not like you suggested. It's not just gaming.
Outrage culture.
It's not just gaming, but it's ugly. One of the ugliest spheres is the gaming sphere.
But was the other thing before jumping with the whole Rockstar thing, where the
hours, the
hours, and then people are going to go boycott, but not buying the game, and then that's not helping.
I heard about that.
Yeah, reward Johnny who's put his hundreds of hours in, and then like have reasonable conversation about it. But if you want to buy the game,
but wasn't it like by choice though too? Like didn't like some of those,
and also it was like 2 people for 2 weeks out of the entire. Like it was totally blown out of proportion.
And it was like because of the fans that they had to work horrible conditions.
The guy doing the interview. It was the guy. Well, that was the first game. The first Red Dead.
The drones and stuff flying around the building trying to get screenshots of the thing, so they had to close the blinds, and people were like, they had to work in the dark, and it's like, yeah, but they all agreed to close the blinds to stop
you being a dick.
Yeah. Not you guys.
You guys are gems.
Not you guys. Again, like I can't support what Paul has said enough. Like I see the comments on Twitter all the time. Don't think I'm not that active on Twitter, but my God, I read a lot. And thank you so much.
You beautiful
restore
bastards.
my faith in the internet.
80, you're a gem.
Who? 80. Yeah, number one fan.
You met. That's right. You met him.
I've met 80. Good guy.
Jamie Penning. There's awesome people out there. Go.
Yeah. Make your community.
Yeah.
Outrage against the outrage culture.
Yeah, let's just scream and shout at the people who are screaming and shouting. It goes a treat. What can we do about it?
What can we do about it? This what we're doing right now.
So not
this conversation with these people.
They need a
you
good
know what I mean?
down.
Like sitting there saying, like, "Hey, man, that was a really good game." And when people go, "Blah blah blah blah," don't engage them.
It's more ask the, but,
like,
no.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I think more the question I ask you too is, did you play the game? If the answer's no,
yeah,
goodbye, go.
Yeah, exactly. That's one part. You know, you can't complain. Like, I've said this in the past. There are certain things that I can't, like, I know I don't like, but I can't say whether it was good or not because I haven't played it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. But, like,
we can have a reasonable conversation about these things. Like,
big thing.
Anyone, if you've seen any of the Patreon episode or the episodes this month where I rail on Fallout 76, I think you guys certainly know, and most of you I think watching probably know that a lot of that was exaggerated character stuff. Like, I'm not a big screamer shouter sort of person.
It's just a bit of, we're tired.
Like, you can talk about it. You can talk about
We
it.
had some hot dogs.
Hot dogs joined us.
You can. That's it. You can have conversations, and that's the problem. The problem is that people, the media, like we're doing this, but this is the only one we ever do about outrage culture because it just
it's our topic.
It's not that promotes outrage culture, but it's like when what is it? The stupid news channels on
it's the Any Press
the Project, a
current affair
and
about their fortnight.
The fortnight stuff.
7:30 reports. That's still
all those stupid things where they're like,
that's been gone for 10 years.
They promote these things that know that people like us are going to get inflamed by, and so we comment on it, and so that they'll do another report on it because they got so much hit and traffic for it. So if we don't fan the flames,
then we're good.
We're good. So if some studio is posting positive stuff, promote it with them. Like talk about, go thanks guys. The other day I posted to 2 comic book artists because I was like, man, I wonder how many people have turned around and said thank you for this minute character. One of the big heads of DC turned around. He's like, thanks, man. I had a lot of fun writing him. I thought it was some nerd at the start, because his name appeared differently, and I was like, cool. And then I was like, wait a minute.
Then Damo realised that he got the biggest nerd boner in the world.
Tweet, it got all this love, and because you don't get I don't have notifications for people I don't know. And then I checked the tweet, and I'm like, wow, it's exploding. This is my second biggest tweeter thing that's ever happened to me.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, I was like, oh.
But if you're looking for good tweets, check out what this guy has to say every time a patched episode goes up. There's an awesome screenshot and a hot take of each episode. It's gold. I'm waiting to see what he does when I rant about Fallout 76.
Local man screams at cloud.
Paul gets angry.
But yeah, no, don't fan the flame. Fan the good, though. We are... That's why we're called fans, yeah. Fan it.
Oh, look
get that positivity going, y'all.
And then play Diablo Immortal because it actually looks okay. You cockheads.
Okay.
Do you know what? Even if it's just like one of those games, just give it a shot. Give it a try.
Go.
Let Blizzard know if it was good. If it was bad, with good reason, if it is bad, don't yell and shout. Just be like, hey, this is just a bug I found. If you're going to patch that, it'd be awesome. If not, I can't really play it. Maybe you got a Sony phone and it's crashing, or you've got an iPhone and your battery's exploding. Who knows?
Didn't Black Flag do something like that? They always, if you did a certain mission, you say rate this mission and all this to give feedback.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, something.
It was something like that. I thought that's
the social mission things.
I thought that's pretty cool. Just sort of give feedback if there's something wrong, or this or that doesn't work, or that doesn't.
I think
work.
that feature's kind of disappeared.
Disappeared after Black Flag.
Maybe they didn't get much feedback, but yeah,
maybe they got a lot of feedback from people being boobs. No, that's not helpful.
Or make a better game, or all this stuff. I think,
Except no one said that about Black Flag because it's awesome.
It was an amazing game. Fan that beautiful.
But I think on that note, we've kind of covered it. Don't get your expectations in check too. I think that's also
and don't have it go at the person in front. Because it's probably
don't shoot
not
the messenger.
Yeah.
Shoot the money. And the greedy dollar. And the fat cats of New York.
That wraps up this episode of Patch. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All those buttons are down below. And hit that notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video at the moment goes live on the channel. That includes Patch, The Insider, Player 2 Plays, the Late Game Review, Gamer School.
I'm taking a picture.
I've already said Late Game Review. Shit. And a whole bunch of others. Visit the website, player2.net.au, where you'll find reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, the Player 2 Writer's Draft, and heaps more, including links to podcasts, the Player 2 podcast, and Dev Diary. That's my new series. Go check it out. patreon.com/player2au. If you kick in a few bucks at the lower tiers, you'll get early access to episodes of this and several other shows.
And could have got a free game.
Could have gotten a free game. But gave him away. It was awesome. Can you believe that he was giving away copies of Fallout 76? I can.
Then you would have had to pay $130 for it. You pulled.
At the high tiers, you get monthly episode exclusives and the ability to join us in the Player 2 podcast. Damo, you're on Twitter. Where can you be found? You were just talking about it.
Found at Tacos Talks.
Tacos Stalks, DC people.
At Mato_Phil.
Paul James Games.
Paul James Games.
Player 2AU.
Paul James.
I reckon that that's
I feel like you
names.
should open a store, a gaming store.
Paul James Games. Oh,
he's stabbed. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you later.
Dead. Peace.